Okay, so one thing I know for sure is what deck am I playing? I haven't decided yet what deck I'm going to be playing tonight. I kind of want to just reselect this one because I have some new cards that can definitely go in. I have some stuff I definitely want to just throw into the deck here. Raffine, this is the deck I'm just trying to play as many, like, well, not too many, like, high-cost creatures. Just enough that I can consistently have, like, one or two, whether they be in my hand or my graveyard, and then just revive them for dirt cheap with stuff like Reanimate and whatnot. So if I get these big creatures stuck in my hand, Careful Study can also just help get them in the graveyard. That could work too. Yeah, we'll definitely think about the Dark Ritual. I guess if I need fast mana, I can always just go slot it in later. If I want to turn Raffine into like an instant win combo deck as well, start making room for stuff like Demonic Consultation and Thassa's Oracle, combo pieces like that. If we want that to be like a secondary approach to the deck, you better believe I gotta play Entomb in my Reanimator deck. That's going in. I think we'll do Probe also. Somewhere in here, yes, was a Reanimate. You better believe I'm playing Reanimate. If I got it, you better believe I'm playing that. If the whole point of the deck is mostly just get big creatures in the graveyard, then revive them, yeah, obviously I'm gonna play that. Maybe this too, just to like neuter an opponent's creature for only 1 mana. Oh right, we already are. Yeah, we've put Source of Plowshares in here a long time ago. I think I have like some other like decent cards for 2 mana that can just revive something. Sacrifice a creature, search the library for any card. I do believe I have a lot of creatures still just lying around. I can always just sacrifice one, then go grab any card. I'm probably not going to say no to that. Counter a non-creature spell, and it also cannot be countered by anything either. Flash. I have some creatures with stupidly good enters the battlefield abilities. I can just flash in and get them in the graveyard. And then just proceed to revive them later. So yeah, we'll throw that flash in as well. Mana Drain. I'm not going to say no to Mana Drain either now. Maybe copy a big scary creature with Phantasmal Image. I'm going to have to cut a lot of stuff from the deck at this point. I'm probably going to cut a land for this, because that Razorgrass Ambush is a land on the back. It's, you pay 3 life, or it comes in tapped, and it just makes white. It's a land on the back that you could have come in untapped if you don't mind paying 3 life. Ah, yes. If I have 7 or more cards in my graveyard, instead of just return a creature from graveyard to hand, return it to play. Yeah, return to play. How would I not be excited about that? Buried Alive, put any 3 creatures into your graveyard. I already have, like, Gifts Ungiven and... that costs 4 mana, though. But yeah, Gifts Ungiven I already also have. And I have Intuition. These are more or less kind of fulfilling the same purpose already. Just setting up my graveyard with whatever I need to have in there. Counterspell that I could potentially play for 0. If I just sacrifice a non-token blue creature, that is. don't know why I have 2 of these. Yeah, but unfortunately, whenever I discard my cards to go back down to maximum hand size, or for any other reason, they'll just get exiled. The way it's worded, though, it appears like the cards have like a brief stint where they're in the graveyard before they get exiled. So I wonder if maybe I could do something with that. I'm sure I could do something with that. You control your opponents while they're searching their libraries. If we find opponents that frequently search their libraries, this would be amazing. Sacrifice a creature, return 2. It has to be exactly 2. It can't just be like anything less than that. There has to be 2 targets in your graveyard for this to be alive. Plus a creature on your field you need to sacrifice 2 for a Victimize to be alive. I wonder if I could just get away with fewer creatures, perhaps, and maybe more board wipes to just control the board until I find just way to get a big creature in the graveyard and then revive it for dirt cheap. Apparently I'm not running the One Ring. I could always put that, I could have put that in too, perhaps. Snuff Out. If I just have a Swamp Attic and cast that for 0 mana just by paying 4 life and kill any non-black creature. Oh, Force of Will. I had to use this myth to get that, but yep, Force of Will. We're gonna cut like, what, 15 cards out of here? Assuming I stop adding new cards into the deck right now. That would be a really nice way to refill an empty hand. But it also resets my graveyard, too. And it's not that hard. I mean, with Rafina especially, she can just discard this out of my hand and then I can play it for the flashback cost. Which, at that point, it's basically Time Twister. If it's from the graveyard, it's Time Twister, pretty much. Two tokens that are copies of a non-creature permanent. Except they're 3/3. Okay, if they're creatures, can they not actually attach to another creature? I was about to say, like, yeah, imagine copying Animate Dead with this, but if they're also creatures, can they legally be attached to other creatures? I don't think so. I don't quite think that works. Get rid of, like, what, 16 cards? Safe to say that's not gonna be easy. A lot of these cards are like, yeah, we're definitely at a point where most of the contents on my deck are just really good. With just how much time I've put into this specific Commander mode playthrough, we really are just at a point where, like, it's pretty much all good cards in my deck, more or less. They're pretty much all good ones. Okay, these are sideboard cards. These were pretty much here to deal with Chandra and, like, all of her minions. Basically all playing mono red decks. Those three were literally just there to deal with the mono red decks. Okay, this too was specifically to account for all of the lightning bolts and rift bolts and ghost fires and shocks that were being played. Spells that do non-combat damage to either one of my creatures or to me. Just having this barricade out makes me immune to pretty much all those aforementioned red spells that I was talking about. Yeah, that pretty much made me personally immune to all the burn spells and the rest of my creatures until... Okay, maybe they just do like 4 damage worth of... Maybe they just play like 4 damage worth of burn spells to kill this. Unless I can protect it somehow or just revive it later and then kind of just get them stuck on square one again. Cards in graveyards can't be the target of spells or abilities. So if I want to animate Dead or Dance of the Dead something and I have Dennick out, that's not gonna work, right? I can't do that if I have Dennick out. This has to target something, this has to target something, this has to target something, and all in the graveyard, so why would I still run this? Probably gonna just cut that at this point, thinking about it now. If I have fewer creatures, maybe I'm just gonna opt to cut this from the deck. If I start to cut too many creatures, maybe I don't want to hold on to Sheltered by Ghost. What if I don't have a creature to actually attach it to? Then what? I think we'll still try this. I don't know, I kind of want to just cut out like some of the higher cost stuff in my deck. I kind of want to try Astral Dragon. Anyways, and see what I can do with that. 2 tokens that are copies of any non-creature permanent. Worst case scenario, if there's really nothing to target, I can just make new copies of my land. I could just copy my lands. Yeah, basically I have like extra mana if all else fails. How many creatures do I currently have? I know I definitely cut some out. 20. And I'm thinking most of what I'm going to probably cut is going to be creatures, if anything. Yeah, I think at one point I had like almost 30 creatures, and now we're down to like 18 or something. I don't think I want to remove any more creatures, if anything. There's even some good stuff in here, too. That I can always just side in, depending on the matchup. Gilded Drake, and if the opponent tries to draw a bunch of cards... Yeah, these two are amazing. There's a bunch of good stuff to side in. don't know, what if this maybe ends up being a bit too slow? I mean, yeah, having to pay 3 mana for that recurring nightmare every time, what if that becomes a bit too slow? We're not gonna have that many creatures left to revive with this. Most of the ones I'm keeping are big ones, so I think we can cut that too, finally. It's just really hard at this point to cut cards and still feel like good about it. Now I gotta just remove one more card from here. Worst case scenario, just cut a land. Depends on how many I'm running. There's no way I'm running that few lands now, right? Yeah, there's no way I'm running only 17 lands in this. That doesn't look right. 32, that's more like it. Plus... yeah, these aren't counted in the land slot. They're lands on the back, but the game doesn't count them as lands. In here, at least, if I just filter out. So yeah, 3 of these cards we got that are lands on the back. At the very least, I might have even more. This guy can easily Swamp Cycle himself. This can make some mana too. And then there's, yeah, Mox, Jet, Pearl, Sapphire. Those can also produce mana for me, of course. So we're looking at least like 38 mana sources plus this guy that can Swamp Cycle. Alright, I'll just cut a land, but which one? I don't know how often I actually use this activated ability, though, to untap a legendary permanent. I think I even have like another fetch land or two I can also put into the deck as well, if I really want. I recently got Scalding Tarn, that could go in here as well. That could totally go in here. Scalding Tarn. There you are, there's Scalding Tarn. Alright, we had like 20-something creatures, mid-20-ish, all the way down to 18. Considering, yeah, like my commander likes to have other creatures that can, like, attack alongside. Hopefully 18 isn't too few. Oh, that is actually a lot of lands. I do not believe I need to keep a hand with this many lands in it. So we're gonna find another land on top of our deck with after doing a surveil with this. I'm just gonna put it in the graveyard. Ideally get this thing in the graveyard now. Okay, I don't think I have to worry. Okay, I meant to click on this to put this in the graveyard. I mean, we can always just do that next turn unless this dies or something. I completely forgot it was Pi Day. I was just too busy spending most of today playing Magic the Gathering. I wasn't even thinking about Pi Day, I was just playing Magic. Surprise, surprise. Happy Pi Day to you too as well. I'll just attack with everything I got here. Or I could just flash Astral Dragon onto the field. I gotta discard my cards first. Wait, King of Israel now? Last time I heard, Israel didn't have a king or anything, right? I still get, yeah, like an ETB. So pick a non-creature permanent, just... make 2 more Tundras. I mean, yeah, Flash still definitely did its job. So the King of Israel... Oh, you mean the president? Or it's the president or the prime minister? I know they don't have a king. At least not these days. Stasis. If I just Google King of Israel, I wonder what's gonna show up. It's a Christmas song. I'm thinking like, okay, maybe back in the day when most like most countries and actually did have kings, but that's not really something you see today. You don't really see monarchies today. Oh yeah, like Prime Minister of Israel. I was like, President, Prime Minister? Like, what do you mean he might be, like, dead or something? Is this, like very recent news? Claims of his death are fake news, says his office. I guess we'll still have to wait and see. So now there's rumors going around that he might be dead too, from what I'm seeing. A river crossing. Oh, so that's what that was supposed to be. I'm looking at that thing on the overworld and like, there's no way I'm not gonna guess that. I'm certainly not gonna guess that. Okay, we ideally need more colors of mana than just black. Okay, now I just want to get blue also. Definitely not like immediately after, but... I mean, probably more likely than not tomorrow I'm gonna play either Grace or Pressure, depending on how I'm feeling, maybe both. And yes, I still do want to continue pushing that Ninja Guide 2 time lower. Okay, this is starting to look like a... This is not a good... Oh, this was not a good hand. Not sure what else I'm still supposed to really do here. Wow. Okay, we're back in business. Yeah. Careful study. We'll discard the big... Well, this is a big creature, yes. Dance of the Dead, I'll just immediately revive this. Of course, sacrifice his token. Yeah, that would make perfect sense. And then... I could just remove that. You know what? Sure. Alright, looking at some cards and adding something to his hand. Sure. You have 6 cards in hand, 6 mana, and you're doing absolutely nothing. Unless maybe he's gonna play something at instant speed here. We're probably gonna win with just this at the rate we're going. Whenever you cast your next instant or sorcery spell this turn, copy that spell. And is that all he did? And he didn't actually cast anything worth copying? No, yeah, no wonder. No wonder I'm gonna win. Yeah, pretty obvious I'm gonna win after that. That's a silver dragon or something, right? Yep. Guess we'll just fight him. I'm apparently getting boss music for this guy. I don't think I'm gonna struggle with this one at all, but let's just see. Anyways, keep my hand. I'll make this dragon discard 2 cards from their hand at random. I'm curious to see what I just took out of his hand. Demonic Tutor, wow. Sure. That's gonna cost 5 now. Yeah, I just ran right into that counterspell. Oof, mana drain. Yeah, since I can literally add anything from my deck to my hand here. So I'm currently stuck on 3 lands. I think we're really just... Okay, never mind, we're on 4 lands now. This was a land on the back, so... Do I like Yu-Gi-Oh! Or Magic the Gathering more now? Probably Magic the Gathering. Yeah, like, for like the past year or so, I've definitely played a lot more Magic than I have Yu-Gi-Oh! do definitely see myself playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Every once in a while, regardless. I'm just wondering if this dragon's ever gonna do anything worth responding to. Okay, he's casting something. Finally. Mana drain. And now I'm gonna add 6 colorless. I'll just cast this for 2, basically. Yeah. Mana drain's a pretty stupid. It's a pretty stupid card. I can just mana leak this, and I can just counter that because they can't pay 3 more. One more combat phase should do it. Murktide Regent. Exiling which cards from graveyard? How big is it? A 6/6. I can literally just make him sacrifice it. He's gonna have to sacrifice it, I just realized. Swan Song counter Treasure Cruise. Alright, so what is this Silver Dragon gonna give me? Hammerhead Tyrant, I've never seen this thing. Pseudo Dragon Familiar. That has got nothing to, and that has nothing to do with dragons, but I guess. Tamiel the Moon Sage. 51 gold and then 7 shards. Anyways, let's just continue exploring this area. Alright, we'll duel this Drake. I'm gonna keep that hand. Alright, let's just play Bob and pass. I'll lose 2 life. Draw 2, discard 2, just thinking what's gonna go here. Sure. I'm just seeing what he played. Fire and Ice. So that's why I took 1 damage. And then Dark Confidant obviously took 1 damage. Flash this in at his end step. Nice. If I just have like 1 more land to play, or I can just do that. And that's a land on the back, too. I think I'll just keep this around. Two damage to Malcolm and destroy my Ring of 3 Wishes. Sure. I'll play that as a land, too. Draw 2 and discard 1. Oh, mana drain this thing. We're gonna just play that for 3. And then make him discard some cards. Okay, that is fine. I'm turning the frog face up. Draw a card, don't mind if I do. Dovin's Veto to protect the frog. That was a pretty slow game, but still. Even slower for him because he just wasn't finding lands, apparently. Storm type. Okay. Okay, that hand I cannot keep. This one, we'll just try and do something with this one. I think I'm just gonna keep that where it is. I don't know, it would be nice to just be sure we're gonna have plenty of lands to go around. I'll have to pay 2, but yeah, I'll just get rid of that thing he just played. Oh, just passing, apparently. I don't mind at all. Anyways, I think this is just gonna go. Okay, another amulet, sure. You may pay 3. And if you do, you make a 4/4 blue giant wizard creature token. Okay. 4/5 and hexproof as long as it's untapped. I'll just cast this thing. Each player shuffles their hand and shuffle everything back into the library and draw 7 new cards. Well, I'm gonna get a new hand at least. But yeah, all my graveyard isn't set up anymore. But at least I'm gonna get a new hand, sure. Let's just do what I can with it. Probably can do a lot with this. Yeah, I got a brand new hand. I got probably, like, plenty of lands already, if anything. I'm gonna careful study, also. And that's gonna trigger this 2 more times, just by discarding another 2 cards off the careful study. Turning this into a 0/1 now. Buried alive. actually forgot to select the creature cards. I forgot to actually select creature cards. Anyways. This guy still probably doesn't stand a chance. Anyways, let's be real. Still don't think he's gonna stand a chance right now. Again! And now my graveyard's once again been reset. And so has his graveyard. That's so... sure. Oh yeah, I got my Scalding Tarn back. I ended up getting that back, apparently. I guess we can just draw 3 cards. See what we find, if anything. I'm just gonna attack like this again. Alright, now I need to just do 1 more damage. Okay, he doesn't even have any creatures anymore. I guess unless he plays that, unless... Okay, so let me get this straight. He's gonna cast this, it's gonna resolve. I don't have anything that can respond to it, so it's gonna return all permanents to the owner's hand except for giants, wizards, and lands. Alright, so you got me there. Giant's Amulet. Let's flash this guy in. Okay, he does have a Ward 1 applying. Preordain! Let's see what I can find. Oh, wow. That's some choose cards to put on the bottom. No. Let me just take that Palace Jailer. Yeah, I can pay 1 extra to get past the ward. And then just hit him with a Cathar Commando. A lot of shards apparently. Walls can attack as though they were not walls. I have even better ways to just like let my creatures attack as if they were not walls. There's just better ways to get them to attack and even do damage with their toughness. Yeah, I'm guessing, yeah, all the treasure is behind here. We'll fight this Celadon thing. I'll fight another one of these. Keep. I probably have, like, plenty of mana to go around anyways. Should have still probably kept the Mock Sapphire so this could come out turn 2. But, oh well. Okay, cycle. Just discard that card, pay 2, draw a card. So land and artifact are currently in my graveyard. I'll put a creature there also. I'm not even gonna cast anything, apparently. I believe now I have Delirium, so I can go get anything from my deck. I can have pretty much anything. Okay, yeah, this is gonna be a really easy game. Scrap, destroy Ring of Three Wishes, sure. And nothing! I'll take the flash into my hand. I don't know, maybe I'll draw a big creature and can flash that onto the field as well. Maybe. But not before doing this first. Yeah, there's no possible way in which I'm losing this game. Yeah, we're obviously not losing this one. Yeah, he was like, what, stuck on 3 lands, I believe, the whole game. He didn't have anything to stop what I was putting onto the field. Yeah, also not to mention, yeah, he wasn't stopping me from, like, playing anything I wanted to play. This looks like, yeah, this looks like maybe a pack of... Okay, that's definitely Magic 2013. Yeah, Magic 2013 it looks like I'm looking at. I'm guessing this book might be more of the same, right? 2 public executions. Gilded Lotus. Stormtide Leviathan. Murder. Tap 2 untapped artifacts you control. Untap target artifact. Maybe there's a deck I could end up playing that in. And here, yeah, here's even more treasure. Oh, it gives your creature tokens get indestructible. Thought for a second it was like all your creatures. No, it's just creature tokens. Well, what is that I even just bumped into? A dragonfly. It was so small I barely even saw it. And now I'm gonna just do it. Now I'm just gonna like duel it because apparently it wants to play a game against me. Keep. Command tower. Mox Sapphire. Turn 1 Dark Confidant. Lose 4 life, but anyways. I'll lose 2 more. And then I get Raffine out turn 2. Okay, so I don't lose any life. This was revealed by him, so I don't lose anything. I guess we'll attack first and see what we find. I'll play that land. And then I'll just say go. Intuition. Pick 3 cards. Out of my deck. The computer opponent chooses 1 to go into my hand, the rest into my graveyard. We still have mana up, so we're gonna flash in our Astral Dragon. I'll just flash you my dragon. Alright, make 2 more command towers, that are also 3/3 flying dragons. Reanimate. I'll steal this land from him. Just because I can. Easy. Is this a town I've ever been to or no? Fallen Empires. Stronghold. The Dark. Yeah, we got some, yeah, these are some old booster packs we got here. Portal, Portal 2, Portal 3 Kingdoms. I don't even know what I need out of any of these sets right now. I'm trying to remember if Weatherlight had some good stuff that my deck could use right about now. I guess in any case, I'll just buy some packs for the hell of it. Remove the top card in your graveyard from the game. Prevent 1 damage to any creature. I have a very, like, specific deck this could go into if I ever want to play Ketramos. Yeah, that just cares all about exiling cards from the battlefield and or the graveyard to just let you draw cards. Yeah, I believe this too triggers Ketramos the New Dawn. All damage dealt to creatures is reduced to 0. All creatures. That means that basically my creature would gain vigilance. Nothing here, nothing else here I that badly want to keep. Tap target artifact you do not control. And Goblin Bomb. Something about 5 fuse counters to do 20 damage to a player. Every upkeep you can flip a coin. Unless, yeah, I don't know, maybe you just want to play this with cards that proliferate. Just to put all the counters on this without having to win coin flips. You're telling me I gotta win 5 coin flips. No, I gotta win even more than 5, because every coin flip I lose takes a fuse counter off. Unless I just take a shortcut with, I don't know, proliferate or anything that doubles counters or something. I'm not gonna waste my time with this. Oh, 9,000 gold, I'll take it. Oh, that was Lorwyn Eclipsed. Yeah, now it's been like almost 2 months since that came out. I still remember, like, it was like literally like just last week that released. Oko, Thief of Crowns. If I ever play these two colors again, I'm gonna probably consider playing Oko. Yeah, in green and blue. Definitely gonna consider that. Oh no, that's just a classic in my opinion. Alright, didn't think I was gonna find Oko in a random shop, but we did find Oko. Yeah, the 3-mana one, the absolutely broken Oko Thief of Crowns. The busted one we're gonna find. So yeah, you better believe I'm just gonna go pick it up. Okay, looks like I've been to this shop before. One of the cards has already been purchased. Probably been to this entire town, I just don't remember because it's probably been a while. It has certainly been a while. Frenzied Bailiff. If I ever need to deal with these pesky blue decks full of counter magic, I got just the thing for them. I got just the thing to deal with it. Apparently I've been to this as well. I've totally been here also. One of the cards has been like also purchased. I mean, no one else can do that besides me, so. And likewise here as well. Oh, this is all the 5-color stuff. Man, if I ever want to play Slivers, though. If I ever want to do that. Or that could potentially, yeah, if I never actually get around to it this Commander mode playthrough. I'll see if I can start up another one. And then just play Slivers there. If it doesn't happen on this one. Ultimate Masters. I'm sure there's some really good stuff in it. I mean, it's a Masters set, so probably gonna be some good stuff in there. It's just I don't know if I really feel like doing a booster draft at the moment, though. I mean, for one thing, considering I have like plenty of cards in my collection already. I got like an absolutely like kick-ass collection already. Whenever a player plays an artifact spell, that player gains control of Drooling Ogre. Affinity for islands. Even then, I'm still probably not likely gonna play it. That's definitely by far at its best in a mono blue deck, or your mana base is just a pile of islands. I want that treasure, so I'm gonna go fight this Rusted Golem for it. I didn't want to keep the one land hand. No thanks. Alright, we got plenty of lands to go around, I see. I'll pass. Okay. Okay, it's just gonna enter the battlefield tapped, right. I'll put the big creature into my graveyard with the idea to just revive it later. Oh, I can even cast this. Or unless I just... I'll play this first. Oh, wow. We'll block this, just so I don't take 4 damage to the face. Sure, I guess I'll let him play another one. That is fine. Okay, gonna tap these to play this. Convoke. I was not expecting that. Mystical Tutor into, Reanimate. Pass. Yeah, he doesn't stand a chance. I'll flash this into while we're here. Just draw another card. Entomb. If I even need to do that, that is. Demonic Tutor. I'll just grab an Animate Dead, and then proceed to bring this back. Just gonna steal that for myself, don't mind me. Alright, attack with 7 creatures, don't mind if I do. Yeah, he did not stand a chance. Okay, I guess aside from the Pemin's aura, there's nothing too exciting in here. Unless I just really glossed over it. That is interesting, though. That's a lot of mana for this enchantment, though, but I could definitely think of some decks where I can make this work. 6 mana, though. But if I have a deck that's really good at just spitting out +1/+1 counters, then all my creatures are 4/4s with flying, well, plus whatever power toughness boosts the counters themselves are giving. I'm just gonna, like, teleport back out of the islands biome. And yeah, Emrakul is still right here, just waiting for me. The whole, like, final boss is still waiting for me. That's what I want to do now. Or if that fails, I don't know, just maybe look for some other bosses to pass the time, some easier ones. I could potentially, if I feel like really like brave enough, go at it with the Raffine deck. I could seriously go at it with that too. Granted, I'd make a lot of adjustments to account for like the very specific matchup that I'm dealing with. Some cards that are just kind of like in general really good to have. Just gonna be like not so good in this specific matchup. But first, I don't know, I'm leaning towards just doing the deck that's full of 2-card combos that just auto-win games. I don't know, I'm still leaning towards instead playing something like this. If I want to play all my lands, I can just fast bond all my lands into play. Fast bond. I'm thinking about it already. Maybe copy like one of her big creatures with something like Phantasmal Image. Emrakul plays a bunch of big creatures, maybe I can just copy one. Treachery could steal one. Notion Thief isn't here because, yeah, she has like an enchantment every single game that there's a 50-50 chance if she wins a coin flip, she just draws back to 7 cards. Which in that case, 50-50 chance Emrakul just draws back to 7 cards every single turn. I should probably be playing Hull Breacher. Maybe even Orcish Bowmasters, but it's just probably never gonna be like enough damage. I'm gonna have like an Orc army, but that's still probably not gonna realistically get through 100 life quickly enough for it to be worthwhile. I probably won't be getting through 100 life anytime soon, though. Hull Breacher can just stop the extra draws outright and give me treasure tokens, which I can just use to ramp, just basically giving me more mana to do whatever I want to do. I think we're gonna try Fast Spawn since we have it. Might as well. Okay, I believe this can at least go grab Demonic Tutor, which I have on my deck, and then that can just kind of go grab anything. Personal Tutor, we'll run that. It's just like a worse Mystical Tutor, but I'm still gonna go with it. I guess we'll play it anyways. Channel. Yeah, imagine just channeling into something like this. We could try it. Kozilek and then channel. We could try that. And if this actually starts attacking my opponent, and then Emrakul has to sacrifice a lot of permanents, including lands. If Emrakul's got to start sacrificing lands. That could work. Could work. Oh no, I'm just trying to like cut down the number of cards I got in my deck here. Yeah, we already have, like, Mox Amber, like, several... Yeah, Mox Emerald, Jet, Sapphire, Amber, Opal, a Soul Ring, Arcane Signet. I already have, like, a lot of ways to ramp anyways, let's be real. I already have, like, a lot of ramp going. This is pretty much here in case, like, I don't know. This is basically kind of just here in case, well... Let's just say I get, like, infinite mana with some combo. I don't even... Okay, do I have an infinite mana combo currently going? I don't think I have one here. I don't think I have an infinite mana combo yet. I could be wrong, but I don't believe I have an infinite mana combo going yet. This would just be like in case Thrasios just lets me like put all my lands onto the battlefield. They all come in tapped, but maybe I can just equip anything I have with Sword of Feast and Famine, attack with it, and then get to untap all my lands. But if I don't even think I have an infinite mana combo to begin with, no sense really keeping that around. Would not really make sense to keep that if I don't have like such a combo going. Yeah, in case I need to just kill like one more of Emrakul's like creatures. In case I need to go kill a creature or something. Or maybe I can counter it. I think it would be smarter to just throw a mana drain in there. She plays a really big Eldrazi, and depending on what's in my hand, I could just net a ton of mana to use to my advantage. Depends on like what I counter with mana drain and what my hand is looking like, the rest of my hand anyways. I made a few changes to the deck, and I'm just gonna save it as is. And really just hope I can assemble a instant win 2-card combo before she gets too many Eldrazi out. And I have to just win not necessarily 2 in a row. I have to win a best 2 out of 3. Under these conditions, yes. Black Lotus, Ancient Tomb, Eye of Yugen, this is all on turn 1. Thinking I might be in trouble here. This is all turn 1. All that was the first turn of the game. Search for a colorless creature card, reveal it, put it into hand, and shuffle. Yeah, imagine if that resolves turn 3. I would have never stood a chance. If that's gonna hit turn 3, I would have never stood a chance. Yeah, I'm on my second turn here. And this is about the best I can really do. Oh, gonna search for another one. Personal tutor and worldly tutor. Oh, worldly tutor. Oh, wait, I have to put it on top of my deck, though. I'm not gonna get another turn now, am I? At least I don't think I am. Oh, she's just gonna cast this instead? Pathrazor of Ulamog? Were we even able to get to 15 mana, or not just not right away? I think that's tapping... That's the tower, right? That Urza's tower. Mine, Temple, 2 tombs, that's 4. She doesn't have all 3 of the Tron lands, so that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This reduces it by 2. 11. Okay, don't click the flash. I don't think I have enough mana to pull this off, though. This is an infinite combo if I maybe get, like, 1 more turn or something. Problem is, I might not get another turn. Urza's my power plant. And of course, this gives her an extra turn. Depends on what I'm forced to sacrifice here. 6 permanents. Yeah, I know. I really don't know why I just get stuck with this wastes. Oh, no cards in my deck. Oh, no cards in my graveyard. Kozilek, Butcher of Truth, just shuffled everything back in. Also, I don't know where this waste keeps coming from. Because that makes the combo fail, also, by the way. Can't even do my combo properly if I don't know. I'm not supposed to be bumping into a random copy of Waste every time I attempt this combo. No siree. That is not supposed to be happening. I love this for next turn, Mox Amber and whatnot. Okay, maybe not. On second thought, yeah, maybe not. That is probably gonna fuck up everything I was going for. Like, actually gonna mess up everything I was gonna go for. I think that kind of just screws up everything that I don't have. Unless I draw another land. I'll cycle this, for sure. And I think we're in trouble. No, I actually can't even cast anything. I actually can't even play anything. I can't even counter this. So no, we're not gonna counter this. I actually can't do it. Brain Surge. What can I do, if anything here? Don't even have mana for this. Yeah, that's it for me. Yeah, that's it. Mithril Boots, just those were cracked? I got strip mined once, and then I just couldn't find another black source to even try anything. I couldn't even, like, attempt anything. Yeah, if I'm trying to mill my deck out, and then I have Kozilek, Butcher of Truth, just when it hits the graveyard, shuffles my entire graveyard back into my deck. I just realized that is totally not gonna work. I'll put another draw spell in, I suppose. I guess I can put another draw spell in here. One more try, and might have to go back to the drawing board again. I'll just mulligan. I'm seeing, like, all these blue mana sources and all these black spells in my hand. I'm just like, no, I don't think this shit is gonna work. Something's telling me this is just not gonna work, period. Yeah, Fast Bond is pretty nice to have here, so we're gonna do Tropical Island, Fast Bond. I can just go play all my lands, basically. And then if I can just find Tainted, find Flash off of this, and... Actually, I don't know. I'll just go for it. Hopefully find Flash before knocking out some combo pieces I need. Or maybe grab something else if I think I'm just afraid I'm gonna knock a combo piece out with Tainted Pact. The waste is gone, so won't stumble into that. Flash! We got Flash Hulk! We got this ready. So, it's gonna be Hermit Druid, Lab Maniac, Sylvan Safekeeper. Upkeep. I can still activate the ability, right? No basic lands in my entire deck. So it's gonna all hit the graveyard. I'm gonna have 0 cards left. Win the game. From Lab Maniac. Channel. I left this in. What am I gonna channel into? I didn't leave anything worth channeling into, unfortunately. I don't know, maybe I just draw a bunch of extra cards with Thrasios or something. Mulligan. See what we find. Ooh, 1 land in my hand. Serum Visions. I still don't know how much this is gonna help. Squandered Resources. I'm gonna put that back in. Alright, we're in my upkeep. Now I draw. That makes sense. Now I draw. Serum Visions. We'll do like that, I suppose. Yeah, pass. Alright, gotta just let Emrakul do whatever she wants for now. No, really, where is my fast bond? Let's just draw some cards and see what we find. And then Mishra's Bauble, I'm just gonna draw it at the beginning of her next upkeep. I don't know, I'm just looking for combo pieces. I am just digging for combo pieces. Opal, Jet. Oh my god! Oh my god, wait, this is oh my god, this is actually gonna work! Yeah, we start with every game with this artifact because I'm wearing this ring on my ring slot, or right hand, or whatever. Jet. Mox Jet. Mox Opal. Oh my god, this is actually gonna work! Do I bother playing anything? Do I even bother playing anything else right now? I'm gonna just power out a Mox Jet, Mox Opal, because this was on my field. I had Metalcraft, so that was live. I had just enough mana to squeeze out a Treachery and steal this for myself. And if it gets back to me, and then I'm just free to swing with this, oh my god, this could actually work. Dark Confidant. All depends on what Emrakul's got in their hand. This is not what I wanted to see. Extra turn. I gotta survive an extra turn. And a Void Winnower, I gotta survive. Okay, that's gonna be tapped down at least. Opal should go if I'm gonna lose Metalcraft. I just needed one more turn to do some damage, and I didn't get it. I just needed one more turn to get some serious damage in, but I just couldn't get it. Well, it's just attack spell. Yeah, if this wasn't cast, if this didn't come down or anything else, I think we would have been okay. I mean, especially if this didn't get to resolve, we would have been okay. But no. Okay, that was game 2. I thought that was game 3. I thought I was looking at game 3 here. I get to go first. No fucking way. I just opened Flash and no fucking way. Flash Hulk in my opening hand. We just found Flash Hulk in the... No way. That's amazing. So, whatever land. I'll just pass. We're gonna just steal another game from her with the Flash Hulk combo. Immediately have Hulk die and just go grab my game-winning combo. It's gonna be Hermit Druid, Laboratory Maniac, and Sylvan Safekeeper to protect either one if need be. And that's just gonna be my game-winning combo. This guy mills out my entire deck as I run no basics. This guy makes me win when I draw from an empty deck. Turn 2 and we already have the game-winning combo. Wait, where'd this come from? Strip Mine, destroy Underground C. That is fine. I don't know why I still have the random waste in my deck. It's really getting on my nerves. I shouldn't still be stumbling into my random wastes here, but anyways. If I can just hold on for one more turn. No, I can't cast this, but... I don't think we need to. Set that. Just pass. If I just resolve this one more time, I'm gonna win. Void Winnower. It's in the bag. I have my game-winning combo out, and this isn't gonna shut it down. It's in the bag. Mill my entire deck, and win. So you get, like, guaranteed power 9 if you beat her, right? Anti-causal Vestige. This isn't what I was looking for. And... I'll take it! I'll take it! I'll take it! I'll take this one! We're taking this one and running. Yeah, so that's Emrakul. Granted, I had to just use like an instant win combo. I had to use Flash Hulk twice. I had to do that twice there just to steal the wins. I mean, when you're regularly staring down Emrakul the Aeon's Torn like turn 4 or 5, it's like, what else can you do? What other options do you really have at that point? There's not much else you can even do at this point. You gotta just get something like that going, or you're more or less just screwed. Ancestral Recall. That's going in every blue deck I own. Should go without saying, that goes in every blue deck that I have. Yeah, we're certainly taking that one. Yeah, Animar. Yeah, even Animar. Even that's gonna, like... This is gonna go in there, too. Alright, I better just save my game. Now I better just save. So, if we do... I just feel like fixing these boots before I forget. Before I forget to do it. Whoa, horsemanship and vigilance. That's certainly an interesting find. Horsemanship. I think it was like, yeah, one set. Exactly one set. Where they printed cards with horsemanship and never again. Yeah, specifically it was Portal 3 Kingdoms. Also, it doesn't help the fact that they printed, like, very little of it, especially, like, in English. They printed very little of that set. You really don't see much Portal 3 Kingdoms around. So you really don't see that much horsemanship, so those creatures are almost, like, virtually impossible to actually block. Oh, I already have Manifold Key. That's just ever so slightly better version of this. I mean, Voltaic is... That's still pretty cool. I'll still just pick it up anyways. I suppose if ever somehow find Time Vault, I could just do that combo, take every turn for the rest of the game. Oh, you can play lands from your graveyard with this. What does the right half of this room do? What's the right half of the enchantment room do? Oh, cast spells from your graveyard this turn when you unlock this room. Five mana, and then that's just to get this active, and then you still have to probably have to pay mana for the rest of the spells. They actually do cast off it. But just replaying fetches from the graveyard, worst case scenario, that's still pretty good. Replaying your fetch lands from your graveyard, that's still nice. Worst case scenario. Have I been here yet, by any chance? Because honestly, yeah, I have no idea. Oh, that is a Blightsteel Colossus for sale. Yeah, it is a Blightsteel Colossus. You have to just have a good way of getting this on the field. I take it I've been here already, haven't I? I already own one of these. And to believe I've still never done anything with it, even though I've seen myself, yeah, I've seen definitely seen my fair share of just aggro decks that just flood the board with creatures quickly. This would be really good at just dealing with them, shutting them down, basically. Seeing some pretty good lands, but yeah, the ones that are like rather good, I already own them. I do have a lot of these already, as it is anyways. Remove a card in your hand from the game to untap this land every time you need to untap it. At least it comes into play untapped, but still. Every time you want to untap it, you need to remove a card in your hand from the game. Yikes. That's just rough. Sure, let's just get even more, like, nice lands that come into play. Untapped easily, or... yeah, just lands that aren't too hard to get to, like, make both their colors and or come in untapped. Let's just pick up a few more, if we ever even need them at this point. Hi. Oh no, I'm just still seeing, like, what else there is to do. I mean, there's plenty, even though I just defeated Emrakul, like, 10 minutes ago, give or take. No way I was gonna actually beat her down, like, take out all 100 life. Yeah, given just how fast Emrakul pumped out lands, and just in general, yeah, accumulated colorless mana through either a combination of the Eldrazi Temple and whatnot, the lands that make 2 mana if you spend it on Eldrazi. The combination of Urza's Tower, Power Plant, and Mine. So those 3 lands together are making 7 mana. It just spirals out of control really quickly, you know, when you also factor in every single turn Emrakul just plays a random land for free. It just really quickly gets out of control. Like, turn 4 or 5, you're just seeing this take an extra turn, and every time it attacks, you have to sacrifice, like, 6 permanents. Like, I just, like, simply, at that point, I cannot keep up. So I pretty much just had to win the game with combos to basically just win the game. Pretty much needed to just build a deck that was full of 2-card combos that can just end the game instantly. And also plenty of draw spells and searchers to search up those combo pieces. I really don't know what else I was supposed to do. Scarecrow farm. Was there like a Scarecrow boss? I think there was. I believe this is just like the plain old, like, regular Scarecrow. Oh, yeah, I'm playing Animar right now. Yeah, we'll play Animar. We'll play this one. Sure. Ancient Tomb. Okay, Scarecrow. I think we can just ignore it. I think. Anyways, I'm playing my commander. I'll let this thing hit me. A jousting dummy. I'm just gonna cast this as the creature immediately. I'll just swing with both. Okay, straight back to me. Perfect. I'll just fetch now. And now this is gonna be a 10. 11-11. Absolutely nothing to worry about. I'm just gonna win a bunch of scarecrows I don't care about. And something to do with cleric, rogues, warriors, and wizards. And a random merfolk that gains control of a creature that has any enchantments on it. Scarecrow Captain, is he the boss encounter? He is. At the beginning of your end step, conjure a duplicate of a random creature card from your opponent's library into your hand. The duplicate is an artifact Scarecrow and has an alternative mana cost of 4 generic. Random creature card from your opponent's library. Okay, imagine if he just gets lucky and makes a copy of a big creature, because Admar has plenty of, like, good... Yeah, my deck has plenty of good finishers in it. Imagine if he gets a copy that only costs, like, 4 mana. I could be in trouble. Keep. Play that as a land. Just seeing what's in his graveyard. A damnation. Kinda glad he didn't actually opt to keep that and then play it against me later. Go. Oh, he's gonna conjure a duplicate of this into my hand and then discard it. Yeah, that looks like it came straight from my deck. I know, because I'd be running that. Because that is in my deck. I mean, if we need to give Anwar Shroud, we can totally do that. He can give himself Shroud. I'm gonna lose a land for it, though. But I do lose a land. So, just how much can we actually start doing here? Green. Okay, the blue, we'll do the blue first. Then we'll do the Wall of Roots. Kangerbloom. If I can destroy any artifact, we'll smack him with this and then pass. I think I'm gonna let it resolve that time. Okay, apparently I'm not the only one who's running short on land. I think he is too. Good news for me, at least. At least that's good for me. Alright, we're gonna play a Muldrifter for 1 instead of 5. Oh, nice. I found a Mox Sapphire. Play Gilded Goose. Shrieking Drake will just... I'll put this back. Alright, attack for 11. And then I'm just gonna say go. Each opponent loses 3 life unless they sacrifice a non-land permanent or... Well, I got plenty. X is 2. Okay, I got plenty of cards to give up. Or I can just lose 6 life. Alright, apparently that's all he's gonna do. If that's all he's gonna do, there's a good chance I could just win this turn. I'm so far ahead. Especially if I get some nutty draws. I'm just gonna make another Muldrifter and draw 2 more cards. Birthing Pod. Essentially, I can find something just potentially game-ending with this. Not that I can really go cast it this turn, but... yeah, I think you get the idea. Oh, can I cast it? Yeah, I was thinking, I'm playing so many creatures, there's a good chance this is probably, at the very least, an 11/11 by now, so that means I cast Kozilek for 0. Just because I'm feeling nice, I'm gonna give him 1 more turn. It's probably gonna be his last. Especially if he's still... Damnation, he's gonna wipe the board. Okay, on second thought, I probably shouldn't have given him 1 more turn. Because, yeah, he's just gonna go and nuke the board with it. On second thought, that was a bad idea. I guess I'll start over from square one here. X is, okay, 2 again. I'll just lose 6 life. It's all good. Just cast as a creature. Imperial Recruiter. I'm gonna be ready to just draw a bunch of cards for next turn. Unless he nukes my board again. Seeks a non-land card. Defiles, so that just killed one of my creatures. Anyways, like at this point, like who even cares? I could keep going, but is there really any point? I guess at this point it would just be to show off. Just because, yeah, we can draw even more cards, technically. I was almost able to cast this again, but... clearly there will be no need. Oh, there's another game. Or potentially 2 if he actually can kill me. If he kills me on game 2, then there's a game 3. We're gonna try this hand. See if maybe he just draws better this time around. How are you gonna cast that with size with like a bunch of colorless mana? Because he's only playing like one like actual colors, so I'm like, how's he gonna cast this? This should be interesting. I guess we'll just play something as a creature. X is 1? I'll just lose 3 life, and then just that'll be all he's gonna do that turn. I'll just literally only lose 3 life. That is okay. I guess I'm fine with just literally only losing 3 life. Smack him in the face for 1. Wan Shi Tong. Okay, this came out of my deck. He's playing her for 4, right? If he's not able to cast it for X, he can't even draw any cards. Okay, but if I go search... Yeah, I gotta keep in mind, if I go search my deck, he's just gonna he's gonna get free draws if I go and search. Mountain. Mox Emerald. I'm gonna snap this back into, I'm guessing, it's gonna go into his hand, right? Not mine. It's not in my hand, so... That's what I thought. Let's see what Raven Familiar can get me. Wow. Okay, obviously Ancestral Recall, obviously a piece of the Power 9 is going to go into my hand. No way of casting this turn, but... No, I need actual blue mana for this thing. We'll do Formidable Speaker, though. Well, just hope it doesn't have a board wipe ready. Feed the Swarm. If he's just gonna get rid of my creatures one at a time, that's not gonna work. Feed the Swarm again. I was more honestly, more likely than not, I was just gonna let that thing die. That has an echo cost, and I basically never pay it. I never bothered to actually pay the echo cost on that thing. It was gonna die anyways. Yeah, now let's just draw 3 cards. Because that's just totally fair to do for 1 mana. That's totally fair. Let's draw even more than 3 cards. just like that. Let's draw even more. Can I maybe possibly squeeze this out? Oh wow, I can squeeze out a Maelstrom Wanderer too. By giving up my Lotus Petal, but anyways, who cares? Yeah, if my 10/10 is also now gonna have haste. I'll untap a land so I can just keep going even. I can just continue to keep going. I can maybe squeeze a few more spells out, potentially, because of that. I think that's the extent of what I'm gonna do. I think we just kill him here and now with everything. A 7/5, an 8/8, an 11/11. Yeah, we just kill him immediately. And get some more loot. 3 ancient tombs! A giant scythe and 36 mana shards and some money. I'm just gonna go and wander off somewhere else. Gonna find somewhere else to just wander around. Anything good in this cave? It's just this little dinosaur here. I'm just gonna pick up some money and skip dueling them. What about here? Grove of the Forest Titan. How big is this dungeon gonna be? Is that it, or is there like a lot more to go around? I don't know if this guy moves. I'm probably just gonna end up fighting him anyways, let's be real. Seymour Flux. Impervious Great Worm. That's pretty big. I have plenty of other, like, big creatures I can just run away with games with anyways. I already have, like, a bunch of options if I want to just, yeah, like, power out a big creature with Animar. That's usually, like, my favorite deck to do it in, because I can just make the creature cost, like, 1 or 2, maybe even 0 mana, depending on, like, what I actually pick as my game ender. I already have, like, plenty of, like, game enders picked out anyways. I guess we'll just look at some cards here first, and then fight this guy. Forest Giant will fight this guy. That is technically 1 land in my hand because this is a land on the back, so... yeah, I was not interested in keeping that whatsoever. Not at all interested in just keeping that. I see. Graveyard. Rampant growth. Okay, so apparently that's it. Okay, I don't really got much either. At least I don't really want to do much until I actually get my commander on the board. Green creatures you control have trample. I'll let this hit me for 2. Even if I blocked, I only stop one. I stop 1 of the damage, and I lose the commander that my deck needs to have to really function at its best. So there, you better believe I'm not gonna block here. Yeah, no way I'm blocking. At least Mana War. This should slow him down a little bit. Yeah, apparently I'm gonna go and bounce my opponent's creatures with it. Who would've thought? Yeah, I'll take 2 damage again. How much damage can we... I think we can do a lot here. I think I could do X's 5, pay 4. Okay, that 7/7 is gonna go kill this 5/4. And I'll draw a card. Also, yeah, hello again, Physicist. Welcome back. I highly doubt Buzzy's still here. I think he was here like maybe like 45 minutes to an hour ago. I really do doubt he's still here. Might have been even longer than that, possibly. I still don't really think I care about this. Is there a badge for 300 pressure wins or something? Or is it just like a milestone or something you personally want to shoot for? Just a personal milestone. I mean, that makes sense still. And we'll probably just kill him next turn with this. Yeah, I take it he's got nothing. You're thinking of it as a fresh start, apparently. I guess. Whatever floats your boat. Yeah, he's got nothing. Primeval? Oh, that's good. So good, it's banned. I believe that's still banned in regular Commander to this day. Yeah, it is still definitely banned in just like typical multiplayer Commander. Every time this enters the battlefield or even attacks, grab any 2 land cards, put them onto the battlefield. It's not the most like unfair card in the world, but it is pretty nuts. But yeah, since I'm playing Forge Adventure and they basically, yeah, they don't have they pretty much don't care about a ban list. Yeah, since there's no ban list. I mean, I think the deck is already more than strong enough without Prime Time. Let's be real. Simian City. Alright, so basically, yeah, don't lose to a bunch of gorillas and monkeys. That's basically what it's gonna come down to. Oh, speaking of monkeys... Barbary apes. That's old. Oh, and there's Hoven again. Not that I'm gonna actually try and win any games with it now that I actually have like a massive collection to work with. Oh, he this smug looking dude, this smug looking asshole starts with Ragavan. Okay. Regardless, I'm still gonna keep. Don't really have it. No, I don't even have anything I can do turn 1. I will have a turn 2 play, though. Oh, it starts with Summoning Sickness. It can't even attack immediately. It's probably gonna attack next turn, and I'm just gonna simply not block. I want to keep this around. Oh, never mind. It won't attack. I can block and kill this, but if I had the option to, I wouldn't. I wouldn't want to recast this or anything. I want to keep it around. Just play this as a really shitty land. I'll just warp this onto the field and I can just recast it later. I'll keep a blocker around. Or several, in fact. That's if this is going to be even attacking into this board. I might as well just tap all my lands down since I can untap them anyways. Okay, where is this Vocalist? Let's warp them back in. And then Woodland Bellower, I'm gonna pay 2 green, cast this thing. This ETB is going to go off an additional time. And then whatever enters the battlefield abilities I get from the creatures I search out, those are also gonna go off an additional time as well, so... Wouldn't be too surprising if I just win the game here and now. Oh right, Woodland Bellower goes off again. And this is gonna also trigger twice. Oh nice, another land on my field. Kozilek in my hand. Imperial Recruiter is also gonna go off twice. I think you're getting the idea by now. I think you get it by now. Oh, I was just gonna keep playing more creatures. I'm gonna keep playing. I can keep on playing still. Mana War should go off twice. Return target creature to owner's hand twice. I'm probably just... ultimately, I'm just gonna bounce my own stuff. One, two, three, four, 5. Untap all of these. While this... untap up to 5 lands on the stack. I'll just retap the lands down, make more mana. And then once again untap them. And I can just keep doing this all... I could just theoretically do this all day. Yeah, both of those are in my hand now. Primeval Titan will trigger twice also. So I'll get 2 lands onto the battlefield tapped. I forgot to choose some lands, apparently. I forgot to select them, so... let's actually pick some to put onto the battlefield this time. How many? Okay, yeah, I have a lot. Unsurprisingly, I'm controlling a lot of creatures. Let's add one more to the board. Now, Muldrifter. Triggers twice also, so I draw 2 and then draw 2 again. Raven Familiar also goes off twice, so look at the top 3. Choose one to go into my hand. Those back into the library, and then again. Tishana. Draw a card for each creature I control, and then it will happen again. Yeah, 42 cards in hand. If I need to draw 3 more, we can totally do that. Phantasmal Image, we'll just copy the Drake, so I can untap my lands again. Yeah, just untap everything. Fetch land failed to find. I mean, I drew like half my deck, so I guess at that point it's to be expected. I drew half my deck, so probably not many lands left in there anymore. At least I wouldn't think so. Okay, I think you guys get the point. We're gonna make this monkey just, like, regret everything. I'm pretty sure, yeah, if he actually tries to do anything, I'm pretty sure I have, like, several answers to anything he tries to do in my 40-card hand. Yeah, which one of these, like, 10 to 15 creatures do I want to kill? Oh, 39. Which creature do I actually want to kill? I'm just gonna attack with everything. Alright, just because I can, I'm just gonna put some more lands on the field. Again, I forgot to select them. I'll just beat the monkey. Yeah, the Animar deck, yeah, I specifically built it, just like my real life one, to have a lot of really good enters the battlefield abilities on creatures that, a lot of them are cheap. Some of them are expensive, but they become cheap if Animar just grows too big. And then once I'm actually just doubling the ETB triggers, yeah, things just get absolutely stupid if I'm just doubling all the ETB effects. Then it just gets downright unfair if I'm just literally doubling those ETB triggers. Like every single one. Just Starfield Vocalist and like a single Woodland Bellower and find a Formidable Speaker, and then yeah, it pretty much like was just over at that point. Yeah, once I had that assembled, it was over. Okay. We'll just turn the Lotus Petal into an Animar. Just get this out like one turn early. Man, I have like no creatures to play. That's sad. Maybe we'll find some with the top. Maybe we'll find some. Yeah, we'll find some. I'm gonna leave those 3 cards in the exact same order. Okay, he can just regenerate himself. I'm actually gonna grab Primeval Titan and find myself not able to cast it just yet. I'll just go grab another creature for when I can actually play Prime Time or whatever. When I could actually play another creature. I mean, if he doesn't, like... No, I don't think he's got anything. It doesn't look like he has anything. This should definitely be a game by now. Alright, this time let's actually remember to select the lands that we want to put onto the battlefield. Tapped, but still, that's besides the point. I didn't leave myself with any green mana, so... We'll probably have to just finish him off next turn. Yeah, it probably will just be over this turn. Especially all the cards I can go draw now. Just bounce that back to his hand. Peregrine Drake. This just gets better and better. It literally just gets better and better. Okay, it turns out I can just keep going. And now I can literally just keep going. I'll just grab Skull Clamp. And then I'll grab these guys off the second Raven Familiar trigger. Let me just copy Peregrine Drake so I can untap. Again. Or do I copy something else? I guess if this even matters anymore. It's gonna be the Drake. What can we Skull Clamp just to draw some easy cards? Okay, this guy can go. Draw 2 more. Draw another 2. Woodland Bellower. Okay, sure, I don't mind if I do. And then I'm gonna search for 2 creatures with that, too. Go grab 2 more forests. Just draw some more cards. Yeah, he's done for. Totally unnecessary to keep going. That's just how I like it. But that's exactly how I like it with this deck. Oh, he runs pretty fast. Kogla. This gorilla actually has a name, apparently. All creatures have haste. Everybody's creatures have haste. And a free treetop village. But I think I can get more mileage out of this. I think I might be able to get more mileage out of it than he can. I mean, it really depends on what my hand looks like. Do I want to keep my hand of course. Boseiju, who endures wild growth it. Mox Sapphire. Pass. Alright, I'm taking 2. Play Animar. I might as well attack with it. Yeah, if there's nothing that can block it, I might as well go swinging into it. I might as well go swinging with it. Okay, that is fine. I'm gonna take another 4 here. Let's just get to work. Gain 3 life, draw a card, put a land from my hand onto the battlefield if I have one. I do not, but I will play this. Oh, I have just enough mana to squeeze out a Woodland Bellower. Due to this guy being able to just tap immediately, because he has haste from this. So let's just also squeeze a Woodland Bellower out. Fanatic of Ronus can make 4 if I control a creature with power 4 or greater, which I do. And then what do we do with that? Probably not a whole lot. Starting to think I should have grabbed something else. Okay, that is also fine. Should have maybe gone and picked up something else. Oh, Wan Shi Tong, not bad. That's gonna make 4, this is 5. 6, 7, 8, 9. I think we can do like X is 12 or something. If I do 10. And then just draw 5 cards. Okay, I floated 3 green. Oh, a land, perfect. Volcanic Island, Peregrine Drake. Untap my 4 lands I have. Whoop. Imperial Recruiter. Go grab, I guess, a Fierce Empath. Cast it. Kozilek. I can just cast something else. So I can then cast Kozilek for 0. I'm gonna untap this guy. Play Kozilek for 0, and he's gonna have haste. In case, yeah, he really needed that too. Alpha Strike. And there we go. Okay, I didn't think I was gonna get that much done on that turn. And then I saw the Peregrine Drake and I was like, yep, it's so over for him. Bunch of green cards. Deadbridge Goliath. Each creature you control with a +1/+1 counter on has trample. I think I'll just sell it back though still. Back to the world map it is. Let me just go and offload some of my excess cards I don't really need. That's a pretty good uncommon, so might as well pick it up. Might as well pick up Rhythm of the Wild if I see it. Anyways, so yeah, that's gonna be a wrap. For tonight anyways. I wanna go